Okay. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sylvie Happy Girl. Today I'm going to talk about me. I just told myself, why not? I'm going to tell you how the marriage of my parents affected me negatively. Yes, I got so much affected mentally because my parents did not really made it in marriage. They were not good example to me. Yeah, my parents were never a good example to me in some way. That is the biggest part. Okay, let's say 90% was not really. I didn't get a good uh, a good training and all those things. Now I don't blame them because sometimes when you lack when there's no knowledge, people perish. That's the book of Hosea. So this today I would just like us to talk about it, how it affected me and how I came out of that situation. Until date I still continue to battle with it and I pray hard. Okay, now, when my parents got married, they were first of all happy. They were living happily. My mother was so young. My mother explained this to me when I was kind of close to her, because at the beginning I was not that close with my mom. I was very close with my father. But when I gave my life to Christ, I don't know, there was this bond. I just got so close with her. So, as I said, I was not that close with my mom. It's only when I gave my life to Christ that I became very close with my mom. So, when we grew up, my father had some kind of calms. Now, when they started, they were very all happy. As per what my mother told me, he met her in the village. We are from the far north, that is in Gaundary. So, when they met, they were very happy. They started all together. They suffered together. My mother learned tailoring and my father was selling some things. And later on, he got a good job working with some white people. Because he's a cook by profession, he started working in hotels, and later on he got a good job in one of the biggest delivery company before, long time ago, before having all this delivery company. I think before there was just DHL and Chronopost. Chronopost is a French company. So when my father started working there, he changed. He suddenly changed. He changed from the person he was. He started minimizing my mom. He started insulting her. This is how depression settled in. And now it was like a too calm. Okay, he would take some children for him and other children he would like dividing us. And sometimes he was training us to be not to be, how do I put it, we were not united as children. Okay, we are three of us, and the way we grew up, we did not grow in love and unity. It was always like how do I put it, it was like a competition. He was always like saying Sylvie is better than you, Sylvie who is very intelligent, she's like that. It all started with me. So that thing got into my mind. When I was small, I was very arrogant, very mouthy with that, because I knew I had a backup of my father. I could go and fight and look trouble, knowing that my father would come and defend me. This is how I grew up. Now my mother each time was telling me, this is not good, you are a woman, you're not supposed to do what your father is telling you, the way you are taking is not a good way. My mother kept on saying that. I thank God for her. She kept on saying that. She kept on saying, telling me that I should change. The way I'm taking is not a good way. My father had so much trust in me. He was giving me a lot of money. Sometimes he was giving me money to manage the home. Just imagine. See, it's so pathetic, it's so sad. Why am I bringing that here? Because I want us to draw a lesson from it. Okay, it was so pathetic, it was so sad. So it was so terrible. Sometimes he would push me against my mom. He would fight with her. And when sometimes I would say something, he would defend but me. See, it was just, our home was more of insult, fight, minimizing and downgrading. So I thought that I was the best. I was above others, above my junior one, above. So this is how it was. Now it so happened that I made a mistake and I fell pregnant. I was pregnant with all those things that I got into bad friendship, and this is how I got pregnant. And when I got pregnant, it was a big disappointment to my father. And you cannot imagine what happened at that time, where My father didn't trust me. My father started rejecting me, abusing me, insulting me, doing all kind of things. It's then I met Jesus Christ. And when I met Jesus Christ, I was so young. I met Jesus Christ when I was about 14, 15. Just imagine at that age, I was already pregnant. 14, 15. And this is how I gave my life to Christ, because I had no other hope. Okay, the story is too long, but I'm just going to talk about this part. I was feeling lonely. The love I had from my father, it was like he became suddenly, it was, I don't know, things changed. He was suddenly against me, and he started loving my junior brother. It was so horrible. And this happened like that when I gave my life to Christ. Then I gave my life to Christ. I started hearing the gospel, the word of God. I got so much deliverance because I was into many things. I went through a lot of deliverance process, because I was into many things, many friends, many gang. See, I'm coming from very far. So God helped me. This is how my spiritual father was helping me, counseling me. So when we gave our life to Christ, I think we were about 20 something. There was a crusade that my spiritual father, Pastor Chris Voici, organized, and this is how I gave my life to Christ. And when I gave my life to Christ, my God, that was my only hope. So I was hanging on God, because the love I had from my father was no longer there. And this is how along the line I got so close with my mother, and she started telling me many things. She started revealing many things. She began opening up, because for us women from the north, normally they are very quiet. They don't speak. They go through a lot of things. They don't open up. So when I gave my life to Christ and I became very close to my mom, see, she began telling me many things, so many things that I didn't know. She told me how she met my father, how they all started, and watching, because when my father started having money, he started changing women, he started insulting her, doing something. See, my father is a smart guy and he's a hardworking guy, but this part that he got, he had, when he changed his status, he changed of a sudden. See, a time reached that I had the impression that I didn't really know who is my father. Okay, I didn't know who he is. I had the feeling that I didn't really know his personality. Okay, when it so happened that I got pregnant, I don't know, one night I had a very bad dream, and the morning I got up, what happened next is that the baby came out, and that's how the story went off. But after it, I had no other choice but to hold on God. I was badly brought up. I had a very bad a bad experience. It was so horrible. I went through a lot of things, but I want to thank God. The reason why I'm bringing this story is just to tell you that no matter how you were brought up, no matter where you grew, no matter how you were raised, I'm talking in terms of character. If if you were raised in a bad home, it will affect your character. You will behave somehow. See, most of the prostitutes, most of the thieves, most of the children living in the street, check about their home. See, check about their home. 90% had a very terrible home. Okay, some of them, the father was beating the father used to beat their mom, insult, a lot of abuses. So I thank God, because I met Christ and he delivered me. He changed me. I cried unto God that God help me. I don't want to continue with this character. Father, transform me. And to tell you the truth, he transformed me. So I was so insultive. I could laugh at someone. See, it was so deplorable. But I thank God, because he did a great work in my life. See, people who used to know me before, and they see me now, I'm a total different person. The association I had before is totally different from what was happening after I gave my life to Christ. See, the testimony were so loud. We're speaking so loud. So what I'm seeing now today is that when someone gave his life to Christ, there's no testimony. You don't see a change. You don't see a difference. See, mine, there was a radical change. Okay, I had to get rid of some things. I had to throw some clothes that were not good, were not decent. It was a total radical change, which we don't see today. Okay, I remember this song that we used to sing with Papa Paul. They change when they change. Since I know the Lord, the change. Since I know the Lord, the change. Since I know the Lord, there is a great change. Since I know the Lord. See, there's no more. This change is no longer in the body of Christ. Okay, giving someone giving his life for Christ is like fancy. It's just for show. There's no interior change. There's nothing. There's no difference when you see the person before and after. You see, there's no change. That is what is happening, and sometimes I marvel at it. So, if you were badly brought up, with the help of God, if you give your life to Christ, He is going to do that change. He is going to change you. You become a brand new person. Yeah, it is true when they say you give your life to Christ, all things are passed away. It is true. He did that for me. And today I marvel at the type of person I used to get anger. See, I used to get anger. See, I'm praying, and I can see the hand of God changing many things in my life. And something happened. It's true the video is going to be kind of long, but something happened. When we were living in Ancien Road, that is towards the Bileng, for those who are in Bonaberi, Cameroon, Douala, I got used to that. I was not really affected. But it's when we change a house, because my father built a house, because when we were in Ancien Road, we were renting. So we left that quarter and we went to Carthage, to Washington, at the field. Our house is not far from the field. But when I reached at Carthage, I saw something different. All our neighborhood were mostly Anglophone. I didn't know why I so much fell in love with English, but it is now that I get to know what really made me love English. When I check all our neighborhood, some of the home, there was no fight, there was love, there was harmony. I could hardly see fight. Until when I was at that age, I was telling myself that I must get married only to an English person. And this is how I started learning how to speak English. I fell so much in love with English when we change the environment. Yes, environment can affect someone. This is how I fell in love with English. I fell in love with dishes from the northwest and from the southwest. I started cooking some food until my father got angry and was like, he was mad. But there was that love. I didn't know why, but I so much had that pressure in me to learn that new language, to behave like those people. Those who grew up with me, they can tell you that every time I was saying I must get married with an English person, because I saw that the background, the way they were doing their things were different. There was no this fight, there was no this insult, because nearly all our neighborhood, all those who were there were just Anglophone, and it affected me so much. I don't want to make it too long. It's my lunch time. I still have about 20 minutes. I'm going to take some water, take something in. But I just want to let you know, it doesn't matter how you were brought up. Jesus Christ can make you a brand new person. It doesn't matter the type of home where you were raised. It doesn't matter what you went through. Jesus Christ can do it for you. Okay, Jesus Christ did it for me. He changed me. Even when I was in school, when I gave my life to Christ, people could know that something has changed. Even the teacher could know, because I was so mouthy, I was making noise, I was so loud. But Jesus Christ did it for me, and He can do it for you. Okay, I know you're going to bless with this video, and I believe everyone who is called is for a purpose. Jesus Christ, when He called someone, is for a particular purpose, and I believe my life is a testimony, and it's going to affect many people. Okay, please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share with your loved ones, because I know it's going to definitely affect someone positively. Stay tuned, because more of these videos are going to come out, because I just got this inspiration. Why not doing videos during your lunchtime? Yes, because sometimes when I go back home, I'm so tired. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.